The fitness industry wants you to believe that muscle recovery comes in a plastic tub with a scoop. But here's the truth most seniors never hear. 3 everyday foods, not powders, not pills, are outpacing supplements when it comes to rebuilding muscle after 60. They're safer, tastier, and far more effective than anything you'll find at the health store. If you want to wake up stronger, steadier, and more energetic, this might be the most important video you watch today. Ask any fitness guru for the best muscle-building food, and they'll probably hand you a tub of protein powder. But ask a seasoned nutritionist who works with seniors, and they'll likely tell you to start with what's already in your fridge: the humble egg. Why? Because eggs are one of the most complete bioavailable sources of protein on the planet. Unlike protein powders that get broken down inconsistently, especially in aging digestive systems, eggs deliver their nutrients with surgical precision. That means your muscles actually absorb what they need to repair, grow, and stay strong. But here's the twist most seniors don't know. It's not just the egg white that matters. The yolk is where the real magic happens. Inside the yolk, choline for brain function, vitamin D for bone strength, omega-3s for inflammation, and most importantly, leucine, the critical amino acid that flips the muscle repair switch in your body. In fact, leucine is what your muscles crave post-exercise or after periods of inactivity. And here's the kicker. Older adults need up to twice the amount of leucine per meal compared to younger people just to get the same muscle-building effect. That's why eggs aren't just helpful, they're essential. Let me tell you about George. He's 72, a retired postman, and a former weekend warrior who started feeling weaker in his legs and arms. His doctor recommended protein shakes, but George hated the taste. "It's like drinking drywall," he joked. So instead, his daughter started making him a simple breakfast: 2 scrambled eggs with a side of avocado toast. Within weeks, George said he felt steadier on his feet and more energized during his walks. His balance improved, his gait became smoother, and his confidence came back. It wasn't magic, it was biology. Here's what most people miss. The older we get, the more our muscles enter a catabolic state. That means breaking down faster than they rebuild. This condition is called sarcopenia, and it affects nearly 1 in 3 adults over 60. But your breakfast can be your frontline defense. 1 egg has about 6 to 7 grams of high-quality protein. Add 2 or 3 to your morning routine, and you're feeding your muscles the amino acids they need, without any artificial flavors, sweeteners, or fillers. And unlike protein powders that can spike your blood sugar, bloat your belly, or even interfere with medication absorption, eggs are metabolically gentle. They keep you full, they stabilize your blood sugar, and they support steady, long-term muscle retention. Still worried about cholesterol? Let's clear the air. Decades ago, eggs were unfairly blamed for raising cholesterol, but newer research, including studies from Harvard and the American Heart Association, has shown that for most people, eggs do not significantly impact blood cholesterol. In fact, moderate egg consumption can improve your HDL, the good cholesterol, which supports heart and brain health. And there's one more thing. Eggs are affordable. In a world of overpriced supplements, $5 can buy you a dozen meals that fuel your muscles, boost your energy, and help you stay independent longer. So tomorrow morning, before you reach for cereal, toast, or a smoothie packet, think about this. Your body might be craving a golden yolk and a bit of sizzle in the skillet. It might be craving strength. And that strength starts with a simple egg. You've probably heard Greek yogurt is good for digestion. Maybe you've even grabbed a container thinking it's just another trendy snack. But here's what you may not know. When it comes to muscle recovery in seniors, Greek yogurt isn't just helpful. It's a powerhouse that rivals and often beats many leading protein powders. Let's start with the basics. Greek yogurt is packed with casein and whey, the 2 same types of protein found in most commercial powders. The difference? Yogurt comes with something powders don't: natural enzymes, probiotics, and micronutrients that help your body actually absorb what it's eating. Especially important for seniors whose digestion and nutrient absorption naturally slow down with age. What does that mean in real life? It means you're not just consuming protein, you're using it. Your muscles, your bones, and even your skin get the full benefit. But it gets better. Greek yogurt contains an incredible 15 to 20 grams of protein per cup. That's more than 2 eggs. And because it's slowly digested, especially the casein, it keeps feeding your muscles for hours after you eat it. Think of it as a steady stream of fuel, rather than a quick spike and crash. This is crucial for older adults who may not eat large meals throughout the day. Now, let's meet Irene. She's 68, lives alone, and started noticing her arms getting weaker. Carrying groceries became difficult. Lifting her grandkids felt unsafe. Her doctor said she needed more protein, But she didn't like meat in the morning. So Irene tried something simple. Every day, she'd eat a small bowl of plain Greek yogurt with a handful of berries and chopped walnuts. She didn't expect much. But within a month, she noticed her grip strength was better. Her energy in the afternoons came back. And more importantly, she stopped feeling like she was shrinking. What Irene didn't know at the time is that Greek yogurt also contains calcium, magnesium, and B vitamins, all essential for muscle contraction, nerve signaling, and post-exercise recovery. Add in the gut-healing probiotics, and you've got a one-stop shop for supporting not just your muscles, but your immune system and brain health too. But here's a warning. Not all yogurts are created equal. Skip the flavored varieties filled with sugar, artificial fruit, and syrupy add-ins. That kind of yogurt spikes your blood sugar, inflames your system, and does the opposite of what your muscles need. Instead, reach for plain, full-fat Greek yogurt. Why full fat? Because seniors need healthy fats to support hormone function, brain clarity, and muscle preservation. Low-fat options often leave you hungrier and are less satisfying, leading to more snacking later. Another pro tip: add a dash of cinnamon, a spoonful of flax or chia seeds, and a few slices of banana or berries. Now you're not just eating, you're nourishing. And every spoonful helps reduce inflammation, feed your muscles, and stabilize your energy all day long. Greek yogurt isn't a trendy diet food. It's an ancestral, time-tested superfood your body recognizes. No powders, no chemicals, just creamy, powerful, protein-rich fuel that helps rebuild muscle mass, naturally. And it's not just about strength. Maintaining muscle means better balance, fewer falls, and longer independence. That's what a cup of yogurt a day can give you. So tomorrow, when you open the fridge, ask yourself, do I want a snack or do I want strength? If someone told you that one of the best foods to rebuild muscle after 60 isn't meat, eggs, or powders, but a tiny legume from ancient fields, you might be skeptical. But that's exactly what lentils are: small, mighty, and clinically powerful when it comes to fighting muscle loss in seniors. Lentils are often overlooked in Western diets. They're humble, inexpensive, and far from flashy. But inside every serving is a muscle-building trifecta: plant-based protein, complex carbohydrates, and crucial minerals like magnesium, potassium, and iron. Let's start with protein. One cooked cup of lentils packs about 18 grams of protein, comparable to a small chicken breast. But unlike meat, lentils also come loaded with fiber. This means you're not just feeding your muscles, you're also stabilizing your blood sugar, fueling your gut bacteria, and reducing inflammation system-wide. Why does this matter? Because inflammation is one of the biggest silent drivers of muscle loss in seniors. And most powders, even the so-called clean ones, do little to address this. Lentils, on the other hand, contain natural polyphenols and resistant starches that actively calm inflammation while delivering usable amino acids. Now picture this. Sandra, 74, had stopped going to her weekly dance class because her legs felt too weak and shaky. Her son, a nutritionist, suggested adding lentil soup to her lunch routine. She rolled her eyes at first. "Beans won't help my muscles," she said. But just 3 weeks into her new routine, Sandra was back on the dance floor, lighter on her feet, stronger in her steps, and more confident in her body. And it's not just about protein. Lentils are rich in lysine, an amino acid that plays a key role in tissue repair and collagen formation. They also contain slow-digesting carbs, which help prevent the energy dips that lead to muscle fatigue and unsteady movements, especially dangerous for older adults. Even better, they're budget-friendly and incredibly versatile. You can toss lentils into a salad, blend them into a curry, stir them into a soup, or even form them into patties for a high-protein burger replacement. And because they're plant-based, they come without the saturated fat or cholesterol of red meat, making them heart-friendly too. But here's the most important part, especially for seniors who may struggle with digestion or irregular meals. Lentils are easy on the stomach, gentle on the kidneys, and don't come with the risks associated with high-dose protein powders, which can sometimes strain older organs if consumed in excess or without balance. In other words, lentils do what supplements can't. They build muscle and support the systems that keep you mobile, alert, and independent. So if you've ever looked at your pantry and thought, "What can I eat that truly strengthens me?" the answer might be sitting in a small bag of brown or red lentils. They're not just food, they're fuel. And in the hands of a wise eater, they're a form of daily medicine, one bowl at a time. So here's the part no one ever says out loud. Muscle loss after 60 doesn't happen overnight. It happens meal by meal, habit by habit, until one day you realize it's harder to stand up, reach up, or stay upright. But the opposite is also true. Strength can be rebuilt the same way it disappears, one smart bite at a time. You don't need another plastic tub of synthetic protein. You need food your body knows how to use. Eggs that spark repair the moment you swallow. Yogurt that keeps feeding your muscles long after breakfast. Lentils that work quietly from the inside out, turning inflammation into strength. These aren't fads. They're facts backed by history, biology, and the lived experiences of thousands of seniors reclaiming their independence. Not with supplements, but with a spoon and a skillet. So the next time someone tells you it's normal to get weaker with age, smile and pass the eggs. Because what you eat today isn't just feeding your body, it's rewriting what aging looks like tomorrow.